So think about a mirror. No matter how high quality that mirror is, or think about a photograph, no matter how high quality that photograph is, it's never going to be a perfect, undistorted image of you.
Right.
And if you believe that, then the only person who's unable to see the pure, unfiltered version of you is you. I can see who you are, unfiltered, without a mirror, without a photograph.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else can as well, but you can't, right? And on the flip side, you are the only person who can really see the inside of you. You're the only person who can really tune in and really understand what's happening inside there. And I guess that's just one way to sort of think about maybe design. Like, what was the design here? What were we intending to do? I believe that our intention is to live from the inside out. We're the only people. You only have access to what's happening in there. And so your goal is not to live from the outside, this place where everybody else can see, but your goal is to live from the inside, to really tap into this thing that only you have unique access to, and then to bring that to the outside. There was this experiment that was run in Dartmouth in the 1990s, and some people refer to it as the scar experiment. If you were a subject in the experiment, what they would do is they would put an imaginary scar on your face, like a really hideous looking scar. And then you were to go into a room and talk to a perfect stranger, and you were to observe how the stranger sort of reacted to your scar. So you're
Yeah.
having a conversation, but the whole idea was how did they react to it? But the twist in the experiment is right before you walked into the room with the stranger, the makeup artist said, "Hey, do you mind if I touch up your scar?" And without you actually knowing it, the makeup artist removed the scar altogether. So now you believe that you have a scar on your face, but you actually don't. So then these people walked into a room and they started talking to these strangers, and then they came back and they were asked, how did the strangers react? Did they notice the scar? Almost every single person said, yeah, they noticed the scar. They were disgusted by it. Some people had to avert their eyes because it was so hideous looking. And the reality is they didn't have a scar on their face. And I guess the point of the whole experiment is sometimes we tend to view ourselves through the eyes of others
Mm-hmm.
instead of our own eyes. And again, you are the only person in the world who has access to what's happening inside of you. That's it. Nobody else has that information, only you. And it gets so tempting sometimes to believe that what other people want is what we want. But that cannot be true, right? Because you don't have access to what's happening inside of them,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have access to what's happening inside of you.